Greetings once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Qtest, because there doesn't ever seem to be enough of these, does there? No. Yeah, this level is called Badger3. So, yeah, another Qtest level. Like, we haven't had enough of these freaking ones. Definitely be nice when we get out of here, because, yeah, it's starting to get way too many of these Qtest levels all at once. As said, it's kind of good. At least we're fleshed out Qtest a lot more. The custom level area really didn't have much before, so now it has quite a bit of Qtest levels, actually. We definitely have a massive selection of Qtest stuff. So that's the good news. The bad news is that it gets highly repetitive when you're going through it, especially if you're marathoning it, like I have been lately. But we're getting there. We definitely made it through a lot of them. And so with that in mind, let's check out Badger3. So what is Badger3? It is, well, it's a level made on, I guess you could say March, what was we saying? Yeah, March 5th of 1996. And so therefore you'd say it's around the same time as some of the other levels that were made. Especially like Alpha Quake and Fury and other levels like that. You're looking at around the same exact time frame as those. But this one's just another level. Of course it is. It also includes an install.bat and a readme.bat file that are kind of pointless. Like, it just basically means that it's... You basically end up doing what you basically would do for every other level, except now you have batch files to do instead. But you really don't need it, because, after all, there's a readme.batch file that basically just loads up a txt file. Why do we really need that? Like, couldn't you type in the command to type in for loading up Badger3, the text file? No idea. But that's beside the point. Anyway, other than that, if it takes a little more to turn the game crank when it has monsters... What? By the way, it take a little more to turn the game's crank when it has monsters. So if it crashes with an error like error hunk alloc failed on so many bytes, start it up with no sound, even if you don't have a sound card. Okay, so you don't want a sound in the game, okay? Thank you to id Software for making the most awesome game ever. I promise to stop making goodies for Unregistered Quake as soon as the real thing comes out. So, that is basically all you can really do, blah blah blah. There's also a licensed.txt file, and that's how you're supposed to be able to distribute this. All I ask is that you keep the zip file intact, and then if you post it, give me credit. Since it's made by Levy Triggs, anyway... And if you want to tell me how cool I am for putting monsters in Quake, or to cry about something, mail me. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is the third level made by him, or because this is level 3 of Quake, maybe he just did that one and decided to call it Badger3. So that's kind of the thing about some of these names, because they have a 3 at the end, it might just be referring to the level that he did it on, as opposed to a lengthy series of levels. So, rather messy, rather annoying, but I don't think it's like the case like Nye was, which was a series of levels. So, let's actually check this one out, I guess. See what exactly we're in for with this one. So, Badger, mushroom, Badger. Oh my god! He's not a snake, he's a knight. But that's beside the point. There's also a knight here. There's 2 knights. There's 3 knights. Oh my god, I'm surrounded by knights. Let's see here. Where do I want to go to not die? That is a good question. Plan B. Oh my god, it's a spawn. Quick, blow it up. Hi. Hi, mate. You're just kind of stuck there. Let's kill the fish. Since we're in the water and the fish are totally harmless. Everybody's almost harmless here, but that's beside the point. Let's just kill these fish. I think this is the first level we've seen that actually has a spawn in it. So that's exciting. For some reason, nobody else ever included a spawn in their levels. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, there's a spawn just hopping all around here. Very, very nice to see. Yeah. It also definitely shows that the spawn wasn't a last-minute creation. The spawn existed this early. You can't say the same for like the Duck Knight or something. But here's the spawn, just sitting here, flopping all around the creation. And here's a fish. Let's shoot this guy. Okay, to a large quarter we go, which has a lot more pain. Oh my god, it's a dragon! Wait a minute, didn't I change the serpent.mdl file back? Uh-oh. I actually need to quit this because I'm scared I didn't change the serpent.mdl file back because that feels like something that should have been in the serpent.mdl, but instead it looks like it's doing a dragon because I didn't change it back. I want to look at it quickly and see, is it my fault or is this actually the dragon itself? I don't think it should be the dragon. But I'm going to look and see. Yeah, see, the serpent wasn't changed back right. I didn't properly put the serpent back. I just kept him as a dragon. See, this is, like I said, the problem with Qtest. You miss one mod, you forget to change something back, and then you have a mess on your hands in terms of the collection of stuff that you have. So, yeah. But then again, we haven't seen any levels with serpents in them naturally, so rather nice to see all of a sudden a level with a serpent. So, yay. Let's see here. Let's just get the serpent. Now, the Tar Baby, on the other hand, the spawn, he is supposed to look like that. That is his skin. So, that's not me who's changed that one around. That is actually how he looks. But yeah, the serpent needed to be changed over. He didn't have the right skin. So here we are. Now he actually looks like a serpent. Brilliant. I'm thinking that means now everybody looks like everyone. As said, it's kind of annoying to remember. And luckily, it's not too big of a deal. Everyone kind of knows at this point what everyone kind of looks like. And it's almost so standard and so normal that, yeah, it gets kind of repetitive more than anything. So it might mix it up slightly. But let's see here. What level was I on? They all kind of blur together after a bit. Badger. That's it. Badger3. Okay, let's get back to Badger3 because we have some enemies to take advantage of. And by advantage of, I mean kill violently. Let's see here. I want to actually not fall into the water if I can. Just move slowly this way so that way we can get more of these guys dead. Okay, almost there. And there we are, all three dead, and now the spawn is alert to us, which is kind of what I wanted. We'll let him rock around for a moment while I kill this grunt. And grab this nail gun, convenient. Okay, what does the spawn do? Can you hear us? No, he just kind of flops around aimlessly. Well, at least we kind of get to watch him. Hey, buddy. Let's see if he can blow up. Probably not. See, not moving. Yeah, I think he just endlessly takes ammo. But he's dead. I can see why nobody else included him, because he's more ambiguous to kill than other enemies. You know, you don't know if he's dead or not, because as said, he's still, like, there, and he still could take bullets. He's just dead. Rather confusing. But anyway, I fell in the water once again, which is always a horrible, horrible move on my part. This is what happens when you're klutzy and whatnot. But let's see here. Let's see if we can work within that situation and make this a plus instead of a con. Probably not, but let's see here. Peekaboo. We have a lot of enemies coming at us. You can see. Quick, we need to kill this ogre. That was the biggest priority right there. What's here? Can we kill this fish? Darn it! Bloody fish blew me up. I had to get the idea to blow up the fish with the one weapon I had. Couldn't you just let that fish be? He wasn't even harming anyone. This is one of those levels where even if the enemies aren't harming me, I'm going to harm myself. But there we are. At least they're all dead. And now I'm actually going to head this way so we can see what's this way and also get maybe some more health out of the deal. Like this armor. Convenient! That way now, we get a little bit more health. Double-barreled shotgun. Now we're actually in business a little bit more. In fact, this will give us the shells we need to decimate whatever, like that shambler right there. Apparently the shambler also uses the grunt shot. Interesting. But we have a shambler to kill. And our reward will be more ammo to kill more things. Obviously. Your reward is to not die. Okay, let's kill this grunt. Can we kill this serpent right out there? Let's shoot him right outside this window so that way he's out of the way. There he is. That way he's not in the way of everything else I'm trying to kill. The less out there at once, the better. I want to kill this scrag if I can. Oh god, it looks like this scrag is alert. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with the guys down there when there's a scrag up here blowing me up. Okay, that's good. If I'm this way, I can actually shoot down to him. I can't hit the grunt really. But at least the ogre's dead. And well, that's really the biggest annoyance down there. Alright, so everyone's dead. That's the good news. The bad news is I don't have much in the way of ammo. But I guess I'll have to work with that one. Let's see here. Can we find anything to work with? Any ammo? Well, there's a knight right down there. The problem being that I don't really have the guns or firepower to really deal with him. That wastes all my ammo. Let's see here. What can I do? Run for your life! Let's run this way because I don't want to run face up into a grunt. Okay, let's grab a little bit more ammo this way. Brilliant! Okay, I got some shells. Now I can decimate stuff. Now you're gonna pay. So now we just keep shooting him point blank and eventually he just stops moving. And that tells you he is not trying to kill me anymore. It's the only really clue that he is doing what he's doing. But there we are. Lost our shotgun ammo, don't have any more of that, but at least we have nail gun ammo now. Now we picked up the nail gun. So let's see here. Let's see if we can find some more guns, because I need more guns to shoot more stuff. Well, I found the shambler. It's not exactly part of this plan. But worked out well, and now I got a rocket launcher, which will allow me to decimate anything else, really. Shells, that will give me the ammo that way. I seem pretty well prepared for whatever I'm going to be facing. Thank God, too, because look at this. Dual scrags. Owie. Definitely not the nicest area. Is it just me or does it seem like the rocket launcher likes to aim the way it likes to, and it usually likes to aim away from wherever I'm trying to aim it? Rather interesting, but okay. Let's see here. Actually, we have cleared out this little area, so we can head this way. Now we take care of the grunt as well. Let's see here. What more do we have? Oh, got another grunt. Okay, it looks like a knight, another baby. No, that's a Vomitus right there. And I think the Vomitus is actually used in the custom skin because normally he doesn't have a model or anything. But yeah, the Vomitus, much like his brethren, the Spawn, is totally harmless. So yeah, he's used his little custom model. As said, he normally isn't textured at all. And I haven't really ever found a use to remove the Vomitus skin, since he isn't normally textured. So I'm not going to bother getting rid of it. It looks nice enough, and we have something to at least look at, instead of just an untextured model. Oh look, another knight. So many enemies to kill, but luckily we're moving along well. Let's see, any more enemies down here? No, more ammo. Just what the doctor ordered. Looks like actually we've kind of cleared out and made a giant loop. Because yeah, we ended up coming this way and then ended up going all the way around. But at least now we've cleared out an area. And now it's a lot more quiet and a lot better just to collect these resources. Which at the moment is probably a very good thing. Because we need resources after all that mess. As you see with full resolution, it's a lot easier to make that jump suddenly. I'm not getting the insane type of friction I was before. So it definitely works a lot better. You know, before I couldn't have pulled off this type of craziness that I'm doing now. Let's see here. I saw a thing of nails. I want to get that. There we are. That's 3 nails. I just picked up a box for those 3 nails. I don't know why I did. Especially since there's a nail box right there. I didn't even have to go out my way for. But, nails. Honestly, nails are pretty useless. Especially here. Because even the super nail gun seems rather weak. From what I've seen. It's really not worth using against the monsters here. I'd rather like just decimate them using the rocket launcher or a double-barreled shotgun. Honestly, those two seem like the best choices in this particular version. But let's see here. We really have done everything except go into the water. So, yeah, I guess that's actually what we should probably do at this point. Now we've kind of cleared out everywhere else. Banzai, baby. We're coming back this way again. But this time it's a lot easier since we have the guns necessary to decimate everything. Not stuck waiting for basically some fish to die. But let's see here. We need to get that grenade launcher over in that corner so we have everything. Oh, I miss the days of ambient sounds. Once we get ambient sounds back, it'll definitely be a bit nicer. I miss those days of Quake. Owie! Okay, now actually that's a bunch of enemies down. And the ogre's out of the way. So as you see, we cleared it out. Another level mostly done. We'll just head up here and make sure the final area really doesn't have anything. It has a night! I'm glad I checked out this route. So yeah, this level is a bit more crammed than like last time especially was. But as you see, nothing up this way. We've made a giant circle. There we are! Another level accomplished. So yeah, this is like basically every other level we've kind of seen. The main benefit to this one seems to be that it includes a few more of the unused monsters, I guess you could say, from the other maps. Monsters that you generally don't see in Qtest for some reason. Even used by players. It's weird because they'll have no hesitation using the untextured grunt. But like a lot of these levels don't include like the spawn for some reason. He's kind of been like an enemy that isn't really included much. Maybe because you have no clear clue when he's dead. Also, like I said, you don't really see the Vomitus that often. And you don't really see the Serpent that often. Definitely all like standout monsters from Qtest era that's not really seen anywhere else. And yet, they're kind of rare to even find in the Qtest levels. So rather nice to get a level whereby you get like almost a complete bestiary. I'm not really sure. Is there like any enemies we didn't see that actually work? Oh my god, there's a fish! I don't know where he came from, but he's dead. Yeah. That's kind of the big problem about Qtest. You don't really know when you've cleared all the enemies. But we killed the fish. I saw the fish, I shot him, I made him dead. But yeah, I believe this is almost all the enemies that work. There is a Fiend. Some people say he works, some people say he doesn't, so it's likely that this person assumed he didn't. And most people seem to have assumed that. There is a monster launcher for particular enemies that in turn made the Fiend work. Maybe use some sort of trickery to get working, I'm not sure. But yeah, other than the demon, let's see here. We have the dragon. He doesn't really have any AI whatsoever. So that would explain why he didn't show up. And other than that, there's the shower rat. I think the shower rat just crashes the game when it tries to load. So that would explain that one. And there's also the zombie, which also crashes the game upon trying to load. So yeah, I believe this is every type of enemy that actually works upon loading the game. It's definitely a lot more than we normally see in our normal Qtest level. So that's actually rather nice, isn't it? Like I said, I'm kind of curious if this is indeed every enemy that did work. Yeah. As I even see, the Vor for Qtest immediately crashes. That makes sense. And I believe the zombie is the same. Yeah, he causes the level to immediately stop. And I think the dragon is one that's also very, very similar like that. Yeah. So, with that in mind, people, that seems to be the level. Nothing really, really too big or fancy here to really talk about. As said, just a level that showcases all the enemies at once. As you see, all the levels definitely had their normal textures, normal everything, except for the, the Vomitus. The Vomitus, I used a little bit of a custom skin. Oh god. I just decided to load out the model and now I'm getting a bunch of errors. Of course I did. This is what happens when I click buttons and do things trying to do it on camera. But anyway, that is, like I said, a good showcase of all the monsters, which we really haven't seen at all in Qtest, so rather nice to have it here. Anyway, that is this level. Thank you all for watching as usual. It has been an adventure, and I guess I'll see you all, well, next time.